Francesco Policaro, CEO of Policaro Group. Well, Toronto's always been a great city to do business in and ranked as one of the top destinations when it comes to global competitiveness, innovation, and quality of life. And all of that has improved over the past 10 years. We're seeing a depth of talent and that's driving the economy and the financial engine of the city. One of the most significant changes that we've witnessed is the growth of the city in population, and that can be attributed to immigration, which accounts for about 125,000 new inhabitants to the city every year. Obviously, due to a high quality of life and strong economy, and that leads to our expansive multiculturalism. And so we've seen the city in the last 10 years become even more diverse. But I think what we have done and what we have seen in the city is an acceptance of this diversity and a celebration of the diversity. And that's also reflective in our workforces and in our workforce at Policaro Group. And over the past 10 years, I think that the city has taken a more concerted effort to recognize and celebrate this. And we've also seen Toronto grow as a technology hub, and it has become one of the top destinations for tech companies and startups. And this is seen on a global scale, and it's fostering innovation and a diversity in business as well. So a lot of change, and it's all positive change in Toronto, and it has all obviously helped us grow in the sense that we operate in the Greater Toronto Area and in Southern Ontario, but primarily over the past 10 years in the Greater Toronto Area, and that's definitely helped our business. And while we're still in it, and we continue to have challenges that we're faced with every day, but we've been extremely fortunate ourselves that our industry was very resilient throughout the pandemic, and that's not the same for every industry. So we're definitely cautious of that and grateful for our industry and the fact that we were able to rebound and vehicle sales maintained a steady pace. Initially, at the onset of the pandemic, we were very quick to close our dealerships. We were among one of the first dealership groups to make that decision. And we took every precaution to welcome our customers back safely, but also our employees. And I think that was one of the most important things that we did. But also beyond that, when we did come back to work, we definitely pivoted and we overcame some of the challenges, obviously with the phased reopenings and lockdowns and what have you. It was constantly evolving and changing. But what we did do is we launched innovative products and experiences and services for our customers. And one of those things was Policaro Access, which is our enhanced sales and delivery experience. So we offer customers a choice of completely online, digital, and contactless experience. And that could include even a contactless test drive, and everything from that extreme to a customer wanting to still deal with us and come into our dealership and go through more of a traditional approach. And so anything along that between those two spectrums, we were able to facilitate. And that was one way that we innovated was providing these contact-free and convenient custom-tailored experiences for our customers. So our future, I mean, we're 43 years old. We've been in business since 1979. I'm part of the second generation of the business, and since the onset of our company 43 years ago, we have a commitment to redefining the automotive experience for our communities and innovating and evolving in the way that we do business. And we've always been customer and employee centric, and that will always continue to be our focus moving forward. We've also continued to grow and expand our operations, and we've embarked on the largest expansion in our group's history over the past 6 months with groundbreakings in Kitchener-Waterloo for the Porsche brand and in Etobicoke for the BMW brand. We've also recently acquired new dealerships in Kitchener-Waterloo, in Jaguar and Land Rover Waterloo and Volvo Cars Waterloo. So we continue to expand our operations and grow our footprint, obviously being able to provide more choices for our customers and in different markets within the GTA and Southern Ontario. And now with these 7 world-class brands, as well as ancillary businesses like our motorsport division, our performance division, and our leasing division, we're focused solely on the luxury segment in Ontario. So that is the future of our group, is focusing on luxury and continuing to evolve and innovate with a focus on the customer and our employees. So we are in a very competitive industry, and I think we go back to our roots. So my father Basilio and my uncles Tony and Paul started the group in 1979, and it started with three brothers, working hard and bringing those Italian ethics that they learned from their parents and from their upbringing of honesty and integrity and a dedication and passion in everything that you do. And so we still carry that along with us. And so we're actively involved in all areas of the business. We pride ourselves on being there for our customers. We pride ourselves on being there for our employees. We have a clear mission and vision for what our company is. And so we do our best to transfer that to our employees through proper training and communication and just, in sharing that the vision of the company and sharing the family values throughout the organization. So I think it's, long story short, it's a matter of what sets us apart is we're still family run, we're still family operated, we're still very visible in our operations, and we treat people the way that we'd like to be treated ourselves. And so those values will continue to stay with us. And I think regardless of how we grow, we'll always maintain those core values. So we are a family business, and although we as I said, we are growing and we do have a corporate culture and corporate structure, and we're a very professional organization. So along with that, and we still maintain those family values, and we're still privately owned and operated. And I'm part of the second generation. We also have a third generation of the family that's involved in the business, and so it is very unique. It's unique for family businesses to stay active for as long as we have and get along and grow and progress. So I think that's one thing that sets us apart and makes us special. And so we are a family business, but we're not a mom and pop shop, and so we want to continue to grow and use that great foundation that we have and maintain that foundation that we have, but continue our growth and continue to establish ourselves as one of the leading automotive retailers in the country. So I have three. My father and my two uncles would be my mentors, and I was fortunate enough to work with all three of them at different stages of my career. They all taught me different things as far as the operations of the business. But I think the one thing that is common with all three of the founders of our company that was passed along to me is the values. It's responsibility to the family. It's ethics. It's working hard. It's dedication, and it's passion. And so those values that now make up our company values, I think are the one thing that I was able to glean from all three of them that was consistent. I think I value the ability to come to work every day, find myself involved in an organization and among a dedicated team, passionate customers. It's a fascinating industry. It's very progressive. There's obviously a lot of disruption right now and a lot of change in our industry, and it's always been that way. I mean, we're very we say in this industry we're like chameleons. We adapt, and we're continuously changing as well to keep up with the times and the technology and what have you. So I value working with great people, being involved with our customers and our communities and our manufacturing partners. There's just so many facets to the business that are great and exciting, and that's probably the one thing that I value the most. It's the people. So my greatest achievement personally, it's being a father and a good role model for my family. And I would say from a business perspective, proud to have been able to be a part of the growth and expansion of our business along with the other members of our second generation. So I'm lucky enough to have a sister that heads up our foundation, and she's dedicated to that part of our organization. The foundation is extremely important to us. It was established in 2018, and with the aim of building a brighter and healthier future for children. We dedicate a lot of our time and our efforts to our partnership with ICCO, and the foundation was established as the Policaro Fetal Cardiac Fellowship at ICCO, which welcomes international fellows to Canada, primarily in fetal cardiac diagnosis and treatment at the Labatt Family Heart Center. And we also support all of the local hospitals and pediatric divisions within the hospitals and the communities which we serve. So we find the time for it because it's passion for us. It's very important to us. Our family understands this is a critical need, and we've experienced that ourselves, and so we're dedicated to providing a better future for a lot of these children, and so we definitely find the time, and it's a part of our business that is separate from really the automotive operations, and although we do support the foundation through our customers and our friends and our community, we find the time because it's something that we feel is extremely important to give back, and we've been very successful in business and very fortunate, and so it's part of what we do is to give back and help our community. I would probably say to the 20-year-old version of yourself is just stay the path and continue to be patient. I think if I look at 20-year-olds now, this was 26 years ago for me. I'm 46 years old, but you look at the new generation, and I think that things are, they become easily impatient and want things to happen very quickly. And I think, like anything in life, it's steady, it's slow, it's consistent, and I've obviously learned that, and I would tell myself, 20 plus years ago, to just be patient and follow the course and have confidence in yourself, and things will always work out. Yeah, I think the Chamber has assisted us in developing, creating, and maintaining connections and business relationships between the Italian community and companies and all the commercial partners associated with the Chamber. We've been a proud member of the Chamber for quite some time, and support its initiatives. And I think it's also assisted us to just, we're talking about values and family values and our heritage, which is very important to us. And I think those same Italian values that reflect our business are the same ones that the Chamber, has set itself on. And I think that it's been an important conduit for us, and I think for the community at large. So I consider myself to be Canadian first, obviously, but still very, very much Italian. We don't represent any Italian brands, but we are still very much connected to our heritage. I speak fluent Italian. My kids grow up, with the Azzurri jersey on during tournaments, and I think our connection to Italy is not so much on the commercial side or on the business side of things, but I did talk about the ethics and the values and our heritage, and never forgetting where we come from and why we came to Canada. Like all of the immigrants that are coming to Canada today, it's to coming to find opportunity, but also needing to work hard and establish yourself, and obviously never forget where you come from. So in the food, in the passion, in the clothing, in everything that is Italian and everything that we could be proud of, I still keep that all very close to me, and like I said, still speaking the language and trying to support our community, and so that we never, the future generations never forget, what it means to be Italian, and how important that is to all of us as who we make up of who we are and what we represent. If there's one thing that I think about every day, it's accomplishing the most that I can within that day, and making the day count. I think, as you move through life, I think you appreciate time more than anything. So making the most of time, being the best version of yourself that you can be, and contributing as much as possible to family and to community, and then obviously to business, is what I strive to achieve every day.